you Hindu or you Muslim?
Oh, I'm Muslim.
You're Muslim, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Are you practicing?
Not really. Not as much as I'd like to. What about you?
What's stopping you? You said not as much as you like to, so what's preventing you?
I don't know. It's just that I used to go to Sunday school and the stuff, but as I've grown older, just strayed away from it.
And you don't like that you've strayed away? Are you like you want to be?
I don't know how to explain it to you, but
try use words.
no,
that helps.
I can't explain it. Don't know, just strayed away from it in general.
For what reason?
No, like, I never used to pray 5 times a day. It really wasn't forced on me, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like,
but it shouldn't be as well. I mean, it
no,
should come
but,
within,
like,
isn't it?
as soon as I stopped going to Sunday school at the age of 15, it like just went, I wouldn't say downhill, but I wasn't really practicing, so I just used to go to the thing just to please my mum. Like one of them things.
Yeah.
What about yourself?
What about me?
I can tell by the beard you're a... Wait, do you practice fully?
I mean, yeah, you know, obviously there's always room for improvements. So I wouldn't say that I'm there, but you know, it's a journey, right? We're all on this journey, so we should always continue to seek knowledge and try harder. Never be satisfied with the stages that you're at. So yeah, we should be moving forward. To think that we have time and we'll do it tomorrow, that's from Shaitan, you know. There is no guarantee that we're gonna have tomorrow, so we should be like kind of acting upon it now. And you're young as well, man. It's like you're lucky because the best thing you could do with your youth is to spend it in the deen. You know, use that time and get more knowledgeable. It will aid you in everything else that you do. Yeah. What's wrong?
Nothing, I'm just listening.
Okay, so yeah, so but you didn't say like, so what's preventing you? You said like I would like to.
Yeah, obviously.
If
when I think, sometimes I have these moments.
Yeah.
Where I just think to myself, shit, one day I'm gonna die, and what happens after that? I always have these.
Do you know what happens after that?
Well, I can tell what happens in the Quran, what happens when we die, but
yeah. So you know what happens after?
Yeah, of course, but it's like, do I really believe it? That's the question.
Okay.
That's the main thing. Is it plausible? Is this idea of creator, does it make sense?
Right.
How can something be made out of nothing?
Exactly.
Was this car made out of nothing?
Well, that's actually the argument that, you know, a Muslim would use against the atheists. How can something come from nothing? That's why we believe in a creator.
How does that creator come about?
The creator is uncreated by definition. It's like this, look. If you make a video game, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, and the characters in the video game is able to fly, is able to swim underwater, and able to breathe underwater. You don't comply to those rules yourself, do you? Because obviously you can't do those things, and there's things that you can do that you don't necessarily give those qualities to the character in your game. So you don't have to abide by the laws that you set for this game. Yeah? So if you look at it like that, it's like there's a distinction between creation and creator.
A philosopher said something about the watch analogy. I think it was Hume or Locke. Said the watch must have a creator, therefore God, therefore humans must have a creator. It's a pretty straightforward argument.
Right.
So I think using that analogy.
I mean, look, we look around us. Yeah, we look at the world. We see everything that has design. Everything has you know, it's been fashioned in a manner. We see order. We don't see any order coming out of chaos. It's all kind of program and there's rules are set to it, and you know, you know, things have been, you know, there's clearly there's some type of control. We're the perfect distance away from the sun, so that we don't burn, and likewise, any further out we're gonna freeze. So the world is quite, you know, inhabitable, and creation is able to exist, and you know, we have qualities that are you know, beyond other creation. Like, we're able to make intention and want good, and able to obviously we're far advanced in terms of like buildings and structures and understanding intellectual sense and all that. So, you know, the Quran tells us the reasons why we're here and why we've been given this chance and stuff. So what? So do you, like, you know, you clearly seem to have some type of doubts, yeah?
Yeah.
What exactly is your question? What problem do you have?
I just find it hard to believe. That's all. That's my. I wouldn't say it's an argument.
But the first thing you said after that was something can't come from nothing.
Yeah, it's
So
hard to believe.
if you don't believe, if
The concept of something out of nothing is
Right.
hard to believe.
but that's what I'm saying. If with the absence of God, that is what you're describing.
Yeah, but you're talking about let me say being
Mhm.
that no one's witnessed. How do you even know? Maybe I'm not very learned on the science aspect of
Yeah.
this argument.
Yeah.
Or the religious version. of this
First of all, it's
argument.
not an argument.
Discussion.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Discussion.
Because you say argument, then it's kind of like one side against the other. No. This is, at the end of the day, this is like we're both in this world.
What would happen? How would you feel
Mhm.
when you die and then there's nothing? Just end.
Well, put it this way, yeah.
How would you feel?
Put it this way: if
That
there is nothing, then we haven't lost anything, and if there is something, we've only got something to gain. But a person who believes in nothing, they're taking a big risk, aren't they? They're taking much more of a risk than someone who does believe. So you really don't have nothing to lose, because religion doesn't teach you badness. There's only qualities in it. You see? So the discipline and the mannerism and stuff like that, these are qualities that are people. These are people that you know, they've all used this in, even like, you know, religion used to govern people, yeah, like way back in the day before any type of other governance and parliament and all this type of stuff. So our rules, like don't steal, don't kill, and all that type of stuff, it's all derived from religion anyway. So like it or not, we all are following a religion, regardless if we're aware of it or not.
By following rules.
By following rules, because these rules are derived from it. Even things like ancestry. Ancestry is taught. It's said in religion that we shouldn't obviously marry our, you know, be with our brothers and sisters and whatever else. Yeah, and what it does is it explains morality. But an atheist, if you asked an atheist who would say that they don't follow no rules from a higher being and whatever, they will only go by pros and cons. Yeah. But if they weigh up pros and cons, they will be on the short end, because there's a lot more pros to it. Because at the end of the day, you're saving costs. It's all in house. You know your sister, obviously. It's the same mother and father. You don't have to go out and this, that, and the other. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that we actually do naturally follow religion. Just we don't understand it. But likewise, on the flip side of that coin, there's a lot of paganism in our society. Like, for example, this event that's happening now, Christmas. That's a pagan event that's been entwined with Christianity. The days of the week. Thursday, Thor. You know the character Thor? Thor's Day? Yeah, Thursday. Yeah, Sunday. They used to worship the sun, and this was the day that they used to worship it on. All these days of the week, it's all derived from religion. Do you get what I'm saying? So you don't have nothing to lose. It's only if you don't believe, then you're risking something that, you know. And that's only if you're weighing it up in terms of like a probability and what if there, like you said, what if there is nothing. But we have the Quran. The Quran is proof itself. The contents of the Quran is proof. It shows you signs, what to look at. It shows you like amazing things that at that time people could not have known. You know, like stages of embryology, something we found out very recently. The layers, the 7 layers over the sun. Impossible to know this type of stuff. We know this from the scientific age that we live in. You could not have known that in the time when there was just sand and sandals.
It was just after the bridge.
Let's see, this guy gave me salam before, so he should let me through. See, that's the qualities of having a Muslim brother.
Do you know him?
Huh?
Do you know him?
No, this is the thing, man. This is the, you know, you have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and all that. You have the beards. It's the automatic brotherhood connection. You know, people see you in a
Christian
different.
fool, you know, unless he was brown.
Huh?
Unless he was brown. Unless he looked like a Muslim.
What, this guy? Yeah, he was giving salam. So does that trouble you at times? You think like, what if?
No, it's like.
What if I
live.
invest my time and then at the end of the day it comes to nothing? Is that what you?
That's one of the causes. One of the issues I think about. It's just that I have other cousins like their parents force them to pray and stuff.
Right.
From a young age.
Yeah. And that can be
like,
off-putting.
my family in general, we're not very religious.
Okay.
I think that's one of the contributing factors.
Okay.
Like we follow, like we don't drink, we don't eat non-halal, we don't eat non-halal.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
We don't drink. We just keep it basic.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just like we're just, I don't understand. Religion really hasn't got to us.
Okay. But here's the thing, you're kind of like looking at it like a package, as in like, you know, your parents will be accountable for I wouldn't say failures, but your upbringing or whatever. Yeah. But regardless if they're practicing or not, Muslim or not, they could be Hindus, they could be atheists, whatever. You're still going to be accountable for yourself. At the end of the day, Allah said that He's put a heart in us and a mind, and it's up for each individual. They're going to be accountable for themselves. So, you know, like Ibrahim alayhi salam, yeah, Prophet Abraham, his father was an idol maker, yeah, clear pagan idol maker, right? You know, Ibrahim alayhi salam would have had a excuse to say at the end of the day, but he was the Khalil of Allah. He was a friend. He was a good friend, a devoted Muslim, you know, a devoted worshipper, and he stood against what was wrong and what was going on at that time. So I mean, this is only one of many examples. Obviously, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his uncle, you know, who used to protect him and watch over him and everything else, he died upon his bed as a pagan, you know. So, you know, at the end of the day, we've got to be, it's all on us. I know what you mean. It's a bit of a put off if you kind of like, if you're made to do something, yeah, it becomes a bit of a chore and a bit of a drag, and if you ain't got much interest or whatever at the time, or yourself, if you ain't got much passion, then it does become a bit kind of like tedious to keep, you know, and once you get that break, like once that stops and then you don't have to go, you feel like, okay, cool, I've got some time to breathe, I can do whatever I want, I can chill and stuff. So, but there is a lot of like, obviously there's a lot of benefits of when you're older, you're able to kind of read the Quran and, you know, understand certain things in the khutbah, and do you get what I mean? So let me ask you something. You know that your close friends, the circle of friends that you have, yeah, are they Muslims?
No.
Okay. If you have the intention to change, yeah, and you have the intention to learn your religion more and stuff, yeah, first of all, it has to come within. Secondly, your companions is one of the biggest things, because they're like your biggest influence. You know, if you...
No, they still drink, smoke, but I don't do that.
No. Okay, that's good. I mean, you know, you know, because that's not permissible for you and stuff. Yeah, that's fine. But what I'm saying is, it's like that. Yeah, if you're with a group of friends, yeah, and they're all Muslims, and they go, hey, bro, it's time to pray, yeah, and you say, nah, I'm cool, and you're with 6 guys, and they all go, and you're just chilling. I guarantee you, after a couple of times of that happening, you're gonna start feeling bad, because you know it's the right thing to do, and you're gonna want to join them. And once you start doing that, because you know it's a good act, then you're gonna start feeling different. Because once you start, I don't know if you're praying, okay, but once you do start praying, you feel, you know, it's like this, you know, like we eat food to nourish our body, right? We pray to nourish our soul. There's scientific factors that come into it, as in like, It's good. First of all, it's good because you're stretching 5 times a day. Obviously, you're cleaning. You're doing wudu, so you're cleaning. You're cleansing yourself. The blood rushes to your head when you're down in sujood. It's the most humbling position when your head is lower than your backside. There's a pocket of air that gets kind of, it's like a detox for your lungs. You know, like when you're breathing in and out, 3/4 of the air is coming in and out, but there's a quarter that's left in your lungs. Only when you're in that position can it release. Okay, so it's really good, beneficial, healthy for you in terms of those type of things. But of course, you know, it's really, it's down to you if you want to make that change.
No.
For more Taxi Dawah videos, please check out our YouTube page, please subscribe, and also check out our Facebook page.